Hi guys, we are doing what? Celebrating more this entire month. That's what we are focused on. Don't ask me why I'm singing everything. So what day is it today? It is July 24th. So we have officially 1 week left of being intentional about celebrating more. Just letting that soak in a little bit for you guys. This entire month, we've been intentionally focusing on celebrating more of what's happening in our lives. Isn't that exciting? And I've been coming to you guys every day when possible to really be able to check in and make sure that you guys are joining me in this challenge and not just watching what I'm doing, but actually intentionally doing some things for yourself. And so today, as I began to celebrate more what's happening in my life, there was a bit of cleanup that happened. Not on purpose, but it just kind of brought up some things for me. And I was connected with some of my old notebooks from over the years of notes that I've taken. You see that? Most of these pages are filled with some of my journaling and things that have happened to me and literally what has happened to me because I felt as though I wasn't present. I felt as though the world at sometimes just wasn't my friend. And I'm celebrating today of not being in that space. I read through a few of the journals and was just like, oh my goodness. The things and feelings that I had about myself and about life and what's possible is in a total different place now. I feel much more in control of my life, and I use control with all the intentions that comes with that word. I do feel that I have a say-so in what goes on in my life. A lot of these journalings happen in my early to late 20s. Going into my 30s, where I felt like I was just really still trying to find myself. And today I wanted to acknowledge that I have found myself. Hi, Deandra. Hi. That I found myself and I found my purpose. I found my passion, and it didn't come without struggle. It didn't come without confusion. And I'm celebrating the fact that I can read through these passages of my life and not judge myself for where I was, because I went through those things to become who I am today. But I am not connected to those situations. Some of those things that I see that happened at that time still are overarching and can kind of show up in my life, but my response to those things is totally different. And that's what I want to come across and bring to you guys and ask you to start looking at as you're celebrating more in your life. Celebrate the growth that you've been able to experience. Celebrate the idea that what was isn't what always has to be, that you have a say-so in your life. You have a say-so who is in your life. And if there are things that you feel like they're no longer servicing you or serving you in some capacity that makes you feel amazing, that makes you feel worthy, that makes you feel valued, then it's time to look at how you can distance yourself or create some boundaries around it. Because as you celebrate you start to realize how valuable you are. You start to realize how much of an impact you have on the world when you show up as your best. So this celebrate more is great and grandiose and, bringing about celebratory ideas and things like that. But it's also an opportunity for you to just realize your worth and realize how amazing you are. And that if you're not whole and healthy, others are affected. What did you say there? Funny how old you're. Yes, girl. Some of these things I should write a book. No! But I'm so serious in that you aren't that person that you once were. And sometimes it requires seeing something like this so that you can appreciate who you are today. And if you feel like you're in that same place, then it's time for you to look at a different place or envision a different place that you could be in if you would rather live in a better space. It's your responsibility to take ownership of that. And you have people in your lives. You have me. You have someone that is in tune with how you can create better and how you can create better by feeling better. And that's where it starts. It starts with you taking value in who you are and doing the things that's going to enrich your soul, your spirit, your body, your mind. And from there, the other things will come along. You will start to attract some greatness in your life. And it doesn't happen overnight sometimes, but it's little by little, day by day, inch by inch, you start to feel in a different space. You start to want different things. So celebrating you brings these things about. And I'm asking you, in this last week, celebrate you in this week. Acknowledge who you are in this week. And you'll be surprised in how you start to feel in the next month that comes, in August, month number 8. That leaves only 4 months in 2018. Yes, that's real for me. I don't know if that's real for you. It's very, very real for me. So we have one more week left. We're approaching my big celebration with the company that I get to be partnered with and that you have an opportunity to also partner with if you want. But it just brings about such richness and opportunity when you start to celebrate on a regular basis and not just wait for a big, big event, but every day. Plug in to celebrating you. So I love you guys. This one was a little bit lengthier, but of course, my life has been lengthy. There's been a lot going on. And I will come to you guys tomorrow in hopes that you will start celebrating more with me. Talk to you soon, guys. Bye.